Hey everybody! Another week for Cookie Kindness. This week we're talking about Kentucky, and they were the Chewy Chocolate cookies. I always want to say chocolate chip, right? Isn't that like how it's supposed to go? Chocolate chip. Anyways, this week the cookies went to Mary Walsh, who was nominated by her sister Eileen, and Eileen used to be my manager back in the OP days. It's funny. Right now I can see Travis banging on a ice bucket and chanting 157. Store 157. I think he was doing it one day during like a holiday when we were all running around with our heads cut off. But anyways, yeah. So she's my manager back in the day. Knew me when I was in my early 20s, and she nominated her sister. So I think the fun part about these cookies is that the original recipe contributor says that they go really well with hot cocoa. And I wanted to make sure I shared that with you. Now, I did do some quick Googling about Kentucky and found out that it's the horse capital of the world, which makes sense because two of my bosses, they do horse events, and Louisville is where the big horse, right? Oh no, I'm making myself look like an idiot. What's it called? The Kentucky Derby. Just needed a second. All right. So also the happy birthday song was coined there. Post-it notes were invented there. Imagine your life without post-it notes. It would probably be a lot more organized. I used to strictly use post-it notes for ideas, and it looked as scattered as my brain. So that's that. I'm going to be really honest. I made these cookies last week and forgot to do the video. Not forgot. Never got around to. I got a little lazy and tired and was like, oh, I'll do it the next day. And then it was Tuesday, and then it was Thursday, and now it's Sunday. So it's been one full week since I've made these. We'll see how that contributes. This is the cookie. There are nuts in it. My husband did try one last week, and he mentioned that he wanted more chocolate, which is interesting because there's plenty of cocoa in here. I think he wanted chocolate chips. So we'll see. Him saying that, of course, I feel like might taint my first bite, but here we go. Hopefully it's still chewy in the center. Still chewy. So, I believe these would be very good with hot cocoa or milk because they're a bit dry on the outside. Now, these are a week old, so I'm sure they're a little drier than when they first came out and after reheating. But the texture is chewy in the middle. But the overall, because there is no chocolate in it, it's that very cocoa powdery bite, but not in a bad way where, like, you know, mom lets you try cocoa powder when you're a kid because you think it's going to be chocolate, and then you're like, holy God, this is terrible. Nothing like that, but it's definitely, you can tell that there's no chocolate in there. So my recommendation would be either to add chocolate chips to this and make it chewy chocolate chip cookies, or strictly make these for a hot cocoa night. You guys, that's it for this week. If you want to get first dibs, jump in the newsletter. These ones went fast also. You can do that, link in my bio, or if you're on Facebook watching this, check out the Cookie Kindness group. See you next week.